Well, this trip took a turn. It was not supposed to end up like this. I thought I was going on a quick solo Disney trip, to film content, find those quiet spots, take notes, and be a responsible Disney mom planner. But my 4-year-old had other plans, okay? She looked at me and said, "Mom, I want to go too." And after talking with my husband, we decided, all right, she's going. As soon as I said that, all of these thoughts started rushing through my brain. The flights, the ticket. Do we need a stroller? Transportation from the airport. Luggage. Because we know that I was packing tight, just me. So now we have to get a checked-in bag. But I did in fact book everything within 24 hours. Because when you're traveling with a little kid, convenience is the entire strategy. So today I'm going to be walking you through exactly what I did. Exactly how I planned this 2-day little Disney trip with a 4-year-old. From the services I booked, to my Disney mom strategy, and to what I'm packing. But let's start with the basics. So once I knew that she was coming, I immediately booked 3 things that I knew that would make this trip a heck of a lot easier for the both of us. First, we're gonna dive into Mears Connect. Mears Connect is an Orlando airport shuttle to Disney World and to the resorts. They also use it for different stuff, but I use it primarily for Disney. You're gonna go over to mearsconnect.com, scroll down and do standard or express. I always use standard. I've even gotten lucky where it isn't the big coach bus and it's just a little Sprinter van and it's just you and your family or you and your party. You're gonna hit book now, drop off location. So we're going to Pop Century for this one. Arrival airline is gonna be Southwest and Southwest for departure. You're gonna be picking up at Pop Century. We're gonna put in our flight numbers, arrival date, and departure date. You put in your time, but this will also auto-populate after your flight number. Once you hit 1 adult and 1 kid, or however many you do have, you hit the next button. Now Mears picks you up 3 hours before your departure time, and trust me, that is more than enough. I've actually gotten a little close. I would say about 30 minutes until my flight boarded. So 3 hours is like the perfect sweet spot, especially if it's a busy weekend. A round trip for an adult is $32 and children ages 3 to 9 are gonna be $26. 3 and under are completely free for a round trip. Next is Kingdom Strollers. And I don't care if you have a 12-year-old, bring the stroller. They're gonna wanna sit down and you're gonna wanna keep on walking. So we're gonna walk through over here. You're gonna go to kingdomstrollers.com and reserve your stroller today. Now, one thing that I like about Kingdom Strollers is not only that they can drop off the stroller over at your resort, but you can pick it up at the airport. And with me, with a crazy little 4-year-old that will wanna run around and see all of the things, especially at the Orlando airport, I want that stroller front and center as soon as we get off that plane. So you're gonna hit the day of departure and return. You're gonna choose your stroller. They have so many different kinds that will suit your needs. I like the little city one. It's perfectly fine. They have cribs and inflatable toddler beds, folding cribs, everything that you can imagine. They even have scooters if you like bring your parents or grandparents or something. And they also have double strollers, which I will be using again in March. So we're gonna go with the City Mini Single, which is $60. I want to pick it up over at MCO, the airport. So I'm gonna put in my arrival time and I'm gonna do the same as check-in because I wanna drop it off at the airport. You can also add a cooler bag, a rain cover for free. You can get a stroller bag hook, which I already have mine, so I'm not gonna need that. And you can add a child snack tray. Add the snack tray. Just do it. I also add the theft insurance just in case. I have seen videos of people getting their strollers taken at Disney World. So I don't want to be liable for that expensive stroller. So I'm gonna just cover the $15 for insurance just in case. You put in your family tag and you reserve it. Now I do have an affiliate code if you would like to use this service. That's gonna be in the description down below. All in all, even if you don't use the code, I highly, highly, highly recommend them. Next is the new perk that Disney rolled out. This is the airport luggage transfer at Disney. Guests staying at select Disney resorts can use the new pilot program provided by BagCheck to transfer the luggage to and from Orlando International Airport. only when flying with Southwest Airlines. And for me, I am, so this will be nice. The participating Disney resorts are All-Star Movies, All-Star Sports, Pop Century, Art of Animation, and All-Star Music Resort. First, you're gonna fill out the registration form. Anytime from 30 days to 5 days prior to your departure flight, you will need your Disney Resort confirmation number. You check into your flight, normal online, and pay any necessary baggage fees. Head to the airport and follow the Southwest Airlines procedure to drop off your luggage. Enjoy your flight, and upon arrival at Orlando International Airport, skip the baggage claim and head directly to Walt Disney World Resort. Your luggage will arrive at your resort hotel in under 4 hours. And then when you're leaving the resort, you drop off your bags at luggage assistance in the resort hotel lobby area by the required drop-off time. And once you head to the airport, skip the check-in line, enjoy your flight, and pick up your bags at baggage claim when you arrive at your final destination. I am excited to use this. I think it's very convenient, especially for families. If it was just me, I wouldn't be using this service because I wouldn't be using checked-in bags, but this is gonna make everything a little bit better. I mean, imagine me pushing a stroller and dragging a checked-in bag behind me. It's not gonna work. Okay, so once transportation and luggage were handled for, I felt like I could breathe again. But that's when I started going into my favorite part of every Disney trip, is planning the days out. And then the big flood of anxiety came. I have never gone with a little kid. So I'm gonna take you to my whiteboard and show you the system I built. Welcome to Moms Plan Disney 101. This is the system that I created to turn a short Disney trip with a little kid into something magical, even though I'm going down there for work. And this is actually the same strategy that my girlfriend just used at a recent Disney trip, and she said it completely changed their experience and how she plans. Now, this is gonna shock a lot of you because maybe you don't know, but the park with the castle is not considered Disney World. Disney World is a theme park with 4 parks inside. You're gonna have Magic Kingdom with the castle, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom. Now, you're thinking, holy cow, now there's 4 parks. How do I know which park I should go to that my kids would enjoy their time the most at? Let's get into the essentials of Moms Planning Disney 101. Next is the kid diagram that I built myself. Now, I tailored this around my kids, especially for this March trip, but now I had to redo it for this trip for my 4-year-old. This helps plan for your kids. That's it. You don't want to do a bunch of useless things that you think would be cool, but you actually have no idea, and the kids just take no interest in it. And this is certainly not TikTok's idea of a perfect Disney day. This is tailored to your family. So, when you're planning your Disney trip, I want you to think of what your kids like. Do they like transportation, like cars and motorcycles or spaceships? Do they like animals or characters or princesses? Can they sit for shows? If shows isn't your thing, could they at least stay for a parade? Are they gonna go on rides? Are they gonna go on any rides in general, or are they just gonna walk the streets? Are the rides that they're gonna be going on gentle, or are they thrill seekers? My 4-year-old, she said she's ready for Slinky Dog Dash, so we're gonna try it out. My daughter's profile looks a little bit like this. She loves anything that has to do with transportation. She loves going on trains or driving her own little cars. She's in love with every single animal. She wants to see every single character and get an autograph, and especially give Mickey a hug. And I also listed the must-see things that, at least for this trip for my daughter, we're gonna see. I sectioned it off in every single section. We're gonna go from Magic Kingdom to Epcot to Hollywood Studios to Animal Kingdom. Now, I'm not gonna go through this whole entire thing, but to give you an idea of what we're gonna be doing over the 2 days that we are down there in between making content, I am at least gonna do 3 things in every single park. I'm gonna choose up to 5. That's a bonus. But 3 things I know could be doable. This is gonna be essential, and this is gonna be the hard part that you need to realize. You can't fit everything into one Disney trip. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna be exhausted, the kids are gonna be overwhelmed and overstimulated. So if you pick a certain amount of things, depending on how much time that you have, I only have 2 days, so I can only pick about 3 things. Pick your must-dos, pick your bonuses, that would be awesome if you could see it, and then leave your schedule open. So for Magic Kingdom, I certainly want to take her over on Walt Disney's Railroad, which takes you from one side of the park to the other. She loves all the animals. Jungle Cruise is gonna be a hit. She wants to see all the characters in the parades, and I'm gonna try and get her into Cinderella's Royal Table. I can't yet, but I'm gonna try. She's also stated that she really wants to go on Tiana's Bayou, so we're gonna try it out. She's never been on a ride, nor a thrill ride, so fingers crossed we don't have a meltdown. Over at Animal Kingdom, I think that's gonna be the second park that we have the most fun at. We're gonna go over to Rafiki's Planet Watch. They also have Affection Station Petting Zoo, where you can feed the goats and everything, and it's so cute, and you have to take a train to get there. The Kilimanjaro Safari is gonna be a hit. I have a feeling that we're gonna be doing it at least twice with my daughter. We're gonna try it out, and we're of course gonna go into Gorilla Falls Trail. That is probably one of my favorites. Now I'm gonna leave in the description my stand store. I also did pre-make these to give you a better idea if your kids like different things. And I also left some blank ones so you can write them down yourself to try and help you plan Disney a little bit better. And because she's a picky eater, I added to the list where I can just find a kid-friendly meal that involves French fries, chicken nuggets, corn dogs, mac and cheese, rice bowls, simple things. These are gonna be the places that I specifically put a little star on my map so I know exactly where they are, so we avoid meltdowns at all costs. Here's a quick preview of our 2-day little extravaganza. We fly out at 3 a.m. from Wisconsin. We'll make it down to Orlando at about 7 a.m. We're gonna take Mir's transportation. Of course, we're gonna get our stroller right before then. Take Mir's transportation over to Pop Century, drop off our stuff with baggage claim, and then we're gonna head over to Magic Kingdom Park. Now, depending on when we get the lightning lanes, which that will be coming next week, I know that we wanna hit the parade. We wanna see Mickey. She, of course, wants to go on Tiana's Bayou, and I'm gonna try and get her to go over to Under the Seas with Ariel and Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean. If I can get all those done while finding these little quiet spots and shaded spots in between, I will be satisfied. Then later that night, we are going over to Jollywood Nights. I did originally plan this to go for me, so I did get her a ticket. I'm not sure if we're gonna stay for the whole thing or leave to go to Magic Kingdom to go see the fireworks. I am going to let her choose whether or not she wants to see the Christmas fireworks or the castle fireworks. Depending on her mood, I'm still gonna get her to go onto Rise of the Resistance, see the Indiana Jones show, see the Villains, Unfairly Ever After, and the new Little Mermaid show. If she wants to go on Tower of Terror, she is technically tall enough, I will let her and try it out. I'm not sure. And we're gonna keep Slinky Dog Dash in the back if we can make it. Now with Jollywood Nights, we should be able to get all those done because there shouldn't be very many wait time in the lines, so hopefully we can grab everything by then. I am not worried about nap time because she doesn't take a nap, but she does have that stroll. If she does need a nap, we're gonna go back to the resort when our room is ready and try and lay down and take a nap. Then the next day we have a character dining experience in the morning over at the Garden Grill with Chip and Dale. She has, again, never been to one of these. She's gonna be so excited to see these characters while she's eating breakfast. I cannot wait. Our must-sees for Epcot are gonna be the Journey of Water. I'm sure we're gonna go on Nemo about 3 times, I'm sure. And Frozen. Hopefully we could get those 3 things done so we can make our way over to Animal Kingdom. While we're at Animal Kingdom, we are gonna be hitting the Kilimanjaro Safaris, Rafiki's Planet Watch, and the Gorilla Falls Trail. If we can get those 3 things done, I am happy. I can still film content in between and make her trip a little magical. Now, did I leave anything out? Because I feel like I'm leaving a lot out, but with such short amount of time, I'm kind of in a pinch, and hopefully I could just make this trip easy as possible. If you have a suggestion, please drop it in the comments because I love all the info. Okay, now that you understand my strategy and why I built my trip around this way, I'm gonna be refilming my Pack With Me video. That will be coming out Sunday. And trust me, what I bring with a 4-year-old compared to going solo are 2 different things, and I've seen a lot of helpful tips from creators out there. So you're gonna wanna see what I put in my park bag and what I put in my checked-in bag. So make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you come our packing video, as we will be a whole 2 weeks out. Holy cow.